You ever have one of those huge, brilliant ideas, but then you get hit with that feeling of, okay, now what? How do you actually make it happen? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on the secret blueprint that turns those massive dreams into a real, tangible thing. I mean, really think about it for a sec. Having a great idea, that's the fun part, right? The real magic, the real challenge is taking that idea, maybe it's just a sketch on a napkin, and turning it into something you can actually see and use. Take something massive, like building a skyscraper. You've got literally thousands of people, millions of individual parts, all having to come together in this perfectly choreographed dance. One wrong move, and the whole thing could be a disaster. Or hey, let's bring it into the digital age. Launching a new app. You've got your coders, your designers, your marketing folks, all practically speaking different languages, but they have to be in perfect sync to hit that one critical launch date. And what about organizing something like a global music festival? I mean, the logistics, the artists, security, it's just a monumental task. So a skyscraper, an app, a festival, what's the one thing they all have in common? Sheer mind-boggling complexity. And that's really where our story starts, in that messy, chaotic gap between the brilliant idea and the successful launch. It's a place where, honestly, even the best intentions can just completely fall apart. Because without some kind of plan, some kind of structure, even the most amazing projects just crumble. Schedules start to slip, budgets completely explode, no one's talking to each other, so the requirements are a mess, and pretty soon your team is just putting out fires all day instead of actually building something cool. It's a total recipe for disaster. So how do you fight back against that chaos? How do you bring order to that mess? You use a blueprint, and in the world of making things happen, that blueprint has a name: project management. Okay, first things first, let's get one thing straight. A project isn't just work. It's something very specific. It's a temporary mission to create something totally unique. It has a definite start and a definite finish. This is completely different from the day-to-day grind that just, keeps the lights on. And this is where it gets really cool. Project management is both an art and a science. It's about applying a whole set of knowledge, skills, and special tools to that unique journey. It's the framework that wrangles that potential chaos into something predictable and successful. I love this way of thinking about it. Projects management isn't just about ticking boxes off a to-do list. No way. It is the engine that actually turns a company's big, lofty strategy into something that gets done in the real world. Okay, so if project management is the engine, who's in the driver's seat? Well, actually, a better way to think about it is who's the conductor of the orchestra. Let's talk about the project manager. And let me tell you, a great project manager is so much more than just a taskmaster yelling about deadlines. They have to be a leader, a planner, a top-notch communicator, even a problem solver when things go wrong. They're basically wearing all of these hats, sometimes all in the same day, just to keep the music playing. And they guide the whole thing through a very specific life cycle, like chapters in a book. It all starts with initiation. That's where you figure out why you're even doing this project. Then you move into planning, which is all about creating the roadmap. Execution is, you guessed it, when the team actually does the work. All the while, you've got monitoring, which is like the project's heartbeat, tracking progress and watching out for risks. And finally, you get to closure. That's where you deliver the final product and, this is so important, you look back and figure out what you learned for next time. All right, so we've got the who, the project manager, and the what, the project itself. Now let's dig into the how. Because, look, every project is different, and that's why PMs have a whole playbook of different strategies or methodologies they can use. The two big ones you'll always hear about are waterfall and agile. Think of waterfall as being really traditional and linear. It's like building a house. You have to pour the foundation before you can put up the walls, step by step. It's perfect for when you know exactly what the final product should be. But then there's Agile. Agile totally took over the tech world for a reason. It's built for uncertainty. The idea is that you work in these short, iterative cycles. You build a little, get feedback, adjust, and then build the next little piece. It's all about being flexible and adapting as you go. And this whole field is never standing still. It's constantly evolving. I mean, we went from simple Gantt charts 100 years ago to schedule things to really complex mathematical methods in the 50s. Then in the 90s, we got these big formal frameworks. The 2000s were all about the rise of Agile. And today, we're looking at AI-powered, data-driven project management that can predict problems before they even happen. It's pretty wild. Okay, so let's land the plane here. Why does any of this actually matter? For a company, or even just for you in your own work? The short answer is because good project management delivers real, tangible value. It's simple, really. When projects are run well, companies get a better return on their investment. Stuff gets delivered on time, and crucially, on budget. And maybe just as important, everyone involved, the clients, the customers, the team itself, is just way happier with how things turned out. And hey, if you're thinking about your own career, this is a field with a really clear and powerful growth path. You might start out as a project coordinator, learning the ropes. Then you become a project manager, then a senior PM. Eventually, you can climb all the way up to roles like program manager or director of projects, where you're not just running one project, you're shaping the entire strategy of the company. So what does it take to succeed? Well, it's this really cool mix of skills. You've got to have those people skills, leadership, amazing communication. But you also need the hard skills, like being able to manage risks and understand the financials. But honestly, the number one skill, the one that ties it all together, is adaptability, the ability to pivot when things don't go according to plan. And that really brings us full circle, back to that conductor analogy. Because a truly great project manager isn't just staring at a spreadsheet and nagging people about deadlines. They are orchestrating everything, the people, the processes, and that shared sense of purpose to create something truly amazing. So from now on, when you see some incredible achievement, a new piece of tech, a huge building, anything, you'll know about the hidden blueprint that made it all possible. And that leaves just one last question, a big one for you. Now that you know the blueprint, what will you build?